as you know, or some of you might know, I go for a little run in the mornings, not every morning, but just go for a little run. And I was out running one morning, one of the first runs I did here in Coronation, Alberta, and I came across this sign, Norwegian Trail. And I knew we were a long ways from Norway here in Alberta, and I often wondered where this leads. So we're going to explore this together, gentle viewer, you and me and my riding companions. And we're going to see where this Norwegian Trail goes and what it's all about. And we're going to have a big time figuring it out. Here we are, folks. We have come to the end of the road, for us at least, on the Norwegian Trail. We don't really know where it goes. It's turned from a kind of a secondary kind of surface to gravel, and being old and retiring like we are, some of us anyway, it's too hard to pedal on, so we're giving up and going back.
Emily will show you how far it goes, though.
Yeah, Emily will show you how far it goes. It just keeps going and going and going. I'm not sure if it turns into something else further up. There's some little hilly things over there. There's a name for them, and I can't think of what it is. These little hills, which is really strange because this is the heart of the prairies in Alberta. Anyway, we're going to turn around and go back home and have hamburgers. So there you go. And we're on Victoria Street right now, and as you can see behind me here, you can see Victoria Street going up and around. Each of these Victoria Street is about 1.5 kilometers long, and the other shopping street, which is called Windsor Street, it's about 1 kilometer long. It's a little bit shorter. And we'll show you that one as well, but we'll show you some of the exciting shopping experiences that you have here in Coronation, Alberta. Just hang on and we'll show you as we go up further up Victoria Street. Follow along. So here we are now at the big Home Hardware. Right here in Coronation. Yes, it's true. We have our own home hardware here. And we're going to show you some of the other exciting shopping and enjoyment places here in Coronation.
This is where we spend most of our time.
Ribstone Garden Center right here in Coronation. Yes, this is in Coronation. We don't have to go to some other town. We can come right here in our own little town of Coronation and do all of our garden shopping. And this is also a hardware store and a sundry of other important items that we can purchase right here without having to buy them from Amazon. So we're going to go inside now and see about some tomato plants.
We got the tomato plants.
And we're excited about it, very excited. And they're Roma tomatoes, so they're the meaty variety that we can make into spaghetti sauce, salsa, and we can even eat the odd one on a toasted bacon and tomato sandwich, which would be real nice. We're gonna have one of these tomatoes tomorrow on one of our sandwiches. Oh no, they won't be ready. So here we are at the exciting water tower you've been hearing me talk about. I've probably mentioned it 120 times by now. And our home is right in behind this water tower. And in front of our house is this really cute little park that has an explanation of why this water tower is here and the grand purpose of the water tower. It gives an explanation of how it works. And so I think that's pretty interesting. Plus, this is a nice place to get refreshed if you want to have a little picnic. There's picnic tables here, and there's some pretty flowers that you can enjoy. And it also has a presentation of a water drilling operation. And this would have been done in the days before oil was discovered here in Alberta. I guess water was discovered first, like in most communities. So here we are at the water tower. Down this lane where I'm standing, this is a little lane. There's a curling rink on one side of the lane, and right at the end of the lane is our house where we live, our forever home in Alberta. And it's exciting. People wave at you in Alberta when they go by because it's a friendly place, unlike other jurisdictions that aren't as friendly. We're now going to go home and make hamburgers and eat them. Well, here we are, folks. We came back from our excursion today, and it was a lot of fun and quite the excursion. But you know what happens? You get hungry when you're doing all this talking. Yeah. So somebody in the house very kindly made us some yummy looking food. And I'm out here trying my hardest to burn it, because we like to have burnt hamburger around here. We're back showing you the wonderful sights of Coronation, Alberta, and all that Coronation has to offer, for people like me anyway. And looking in directly behind me is one of our many shopping opportunities here in Coronation, and this is Coronation Family Foods. And they have wonderful shopping experience. It's a very nicely laid out store, and you can get pretty much anything that you want. Including lactose-free milk and almond milk, if that happens to be your flavor. It happens to be mine. Then I'm going to show you some of the other exciting sites here in Coronation, Alberta, as far as shopping experiences are concerned, that go along with our recreational capabilities and opportunities. So here we go to show you some more. All right, here we are again looking at some more of the wonderful shopping opportunities here that is available in Coronation, Alberta. I'm standing in front of what we call the Petunia tree, and this is kind of in the center square of town, and we're standing sort of on the corner here of Royal Street and Victoria Avenue, and then directly in behind me you can see the Coronation AG Foods. So we have two grocery stores that we can choose from, and that helps to spur competition, and also gives us a delightful shopping experience, because between the two stores we can pretty much get everything that we need. And of course, what we can't get, we always have Amazon that we can get things from. But this particular store, the AG Foods, they have a wonderful butcher in there, and when you get lean ground hamburger, it is lean ground hamburger, and it's really good, and it's better than anything I've found, even comparing with Costco actually, and no fat comes off it at all when you want to make stuff with lean ground hamburger. So these are two of our shopping for groceries experiences, and we're going to show you a few other things as well as we move along here this afternoon. Gas stove hooked up here in Coronation because there's no gas fitter. That's one of the things that the little town is remiss on having, a furnace man or a gas fitter, you have to go to another community to get those services performed. And we couldn't wait because we wanted to eat. So we bought our electric stove right here at this furniture store. And so that's another feature that we have, another shopping experience for those of you who are excited. I know I sure am. Couple of hardware stores. There's actually 3 hardware stores. I showed you home hardware. There's a few other hardware stores, and then there are a scattering of other kind of stores around. We're not going to bore you with all the little details, but I'm standing here at Fields. Fields is situated on Railway Avenue and Queen Street, right on the corner there. This is kind of at the extreme end of town. After Railway Avenue is Highway 12, which is one of the main highways in Alberta that passes through Coronation. We're directly across the road from me. The only place really where you can buy gas is over on the highway. There's other gas dealers in town, but they're sort of a card lock system. Here at Field Store, if you can see this nice mural, which is showing where the train used to come. The railway came to town in, I think it was 1911, and they pulled the service probably in the 1970s or the 1980s, and they pulled up the tracks and left it to a lot of small communities. I'm the king of Coronation, at the moment anyway. And my lovely wife Marianne is the queen of Coronation. And she's kneeling before me because that is what she ought to be doing. And we're here.
I'm going.
Yeah, goodbye. So here we are, folks, at our wonderful museum in Coronation, Alberta. This is the entrance to it. Actually, you can get to it in a few different places, but like every reliable and wonderful small community, we also have our own caboose. It's an original CPR caboose. This is a standard caboose, according to the information that I was able to decipher on it. And the purpose of the caboose was to check the line, make sure the bearings weren't overheating, make sure that the train wasn't producing sparks that were starting grass fires as it rumbled through communities. The caboose also had a little administrative center for the conductor, and it had a few bunks, and it had supplies for the crew who would stay on the caboose when they were sleeping. So this is our own caboose, and we're going to show you a few of the artifacts in our museum. and it's quite nice. And in this section of town where we are, was where the original station for the train was located. And I'm not sure if that station burnt down or if it was moved somewhere else or if they demolished it. I have no idea. The train stopped running here, I think, in the 1970s. There are two main industries here in Coronation, or there have been for a good number of years. As you can see over to my right is a pumping station, because Coronation is kind of in the hubbub of the oil industry. There's all kinds of oil wells that have been drilled in and around here. There are still about 6 or 7 oil companies, exploration companies, drilling companies, and pipeline companies that originate out of Coronation, Alberta. And then over towards my left, which is now my right, is a replica of an old tractor, because of course agriculture is the mainstay of east central Alberta. And there you can see an old steel wheel tractor. This mural shows the whole history of the area, really. Starting from the beginning, you can see the cowboys out on the mural herding cattle on the agricultural industry, and the town hall with the cenotaph, the old public school that no longer exists, of course. Then the main drag, and because this was quite a bustling community in the early 1900s, as long as a railroad was in town. So there was, places where you could buy cars and do your laundry, and do your banking and do all of your shopping activities. And then of course this was a center for the Alberta wheat pool as well, where wheat was dropped off. And you can see in the background there the oil industry with another pumping station where they were drilling a well and hit oil, and then the train, which was the center of activity until it was pulled out of here. So we're going to show you a few more murals, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about them. The town was first of all incorporated as a village on December the 16th, 1911, and in April of 1912, Coronation became a town. And it was originally called Coronation in honor of the coronation of King George V in 1911. So standing directly behind me here is the Review, which is our East Central Alberta local newspaper that has all the local news. So it's right here, or its administrative offices at least are right here in Coronation, Alberta. And over up the street here, you will notice that we have a TD Bank right on the corner, Toronto Dominion Bank. Imagine that right here in Coronation, Alberta. And then I'm going to show you there's other shopping, but I'll show you our other exciting shopping feature here in just a moment. Here we are, folks. This is behind me our local drugstore, our Value Drug Mart, and it has anything sort of drug related, and including all of your sort of personal hygiene items that you might need, and anything really that you need is here. Also, you probably can see in the background a little bit further down the street one of our hardware stores, and Golby Hardware actually is kind of like a Walmart, sort of like a mini Walmart, because they have everything you can think of in there. They have appliances, and they have hardware items, and they have outdoor clothing, and they have boots and shoes and things like that. So it's also a great place for shopping for those kinds of necessities that you need in the fall and winter season. And if you're an avid camper, which I'm not. Coronation is still a pretty bustling little town servicing the agricultural and the oil and gas sectors. So there you go. Now you have it. Now you know everything about Coronation as far as the history is concerned, and hope you enjoy the rest of this little video. Feature in Coronation, Alberta. We have our own hospital to take care of us when we get old and decrepit. Actually, that's not true. I'm already old and decrepit, but not quite at the state of requiring a hospital. But when that day comes, I can come here and they'll look after me, or they'll do something to me. I'm not sure what. So this is another great feature.